going, man. I wouldn't say if it's going as good as I'd like, but you know, you got to keep trying to make it better, right? That's all you can do. Yeah, man, it's going okay. I got no complaints. I mean, it's not going good. If you want the honest truth, not going good, man. For me to have things going good, I need to have a lot more going on, basically. A lot more, you know, a lot more business, all that kind of stuff. So no, not a lot going on. I mean, you know, that I feel it's a massive, you know, jump forward. It's kind of stagnating right now. So yeah, I mean, you do the best you can, man. That's all you can do. If you don't do the best, if you're really not doing the best you can, then, you know, nothing's gonna happen. So you just got to keep going, man. Keep going and make sure you're putting in the effort. If you're not, nothing's gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, I've been putting the effort in. It's just you know, it's kind of a slow period right this second. So I'm trying to, you know, do everything I can to you know, just generate business out of nowhere. Basically, it's just not, you know, it's not an easy. When you're hearing no, basically, pretty much every time, it gets to a point where it's, you know, it's difficult to do, but you just keep doing it because you know you have to keep doing it. So yeah, I had a few no's around, pretty much no's all the way up to the holiday. I haven't done it the last 2 days, you know, any kind of workload or anything like that for the last 2 days. But I've been doing other work stuff too, so you know, I've been doing other work stuff as well. So yeah, it's just a good balance, man. It's finding that balance. You know, that's when I think things would be doing, to answer your question, really good. If I could find that balance where I'm able to, you know, execute every little thing I want to do. But if you know, procrastinate it all during the day, you can only get a certain amount done. And I've been falling short about 30% of what I want to get done and what I actually get done. So just trying to modify that a little bit for things to be going really, really well. I mean, I don't have any major issues I see in the you know, near term. So you know, mitigate the risk there. Don't have any upcoming issues, but you know, if you're just paying your bills, man, you're just, you know, getting by, you're not really getting anywhere. So, you know, that's kind of the mode I've been trying to break here recently. It's been working, so I mean, hopefully it'll keep going. Hopefully I can just kind of push myself to keep doing it. Just like on this video, I mean, I'm getting on here, it's 10:30 my time. I was just able to get on here. I haven't even looked at prices. And ℚ𝕚𝕚 asked me basically how I'm doing. So I've just been able to kind of look at this kind of stuff today. I mean, I looked at prices throughout the day, but you know, actually go through them. I saw that Dogecoin was up like yesterday, I think. You know, Litecoin, some of these are still kind of up. So I saw Waves up today. It was the main one on one of my 24-hour clocks. So I put it on the thumbnail. I don't know if you guys see that when you subscribe to this live channel, but it's on there. Waves was up 6% today. So I did see that. That's why I did put that on there. Kind of had kind of a weird movement to it too on the week. Kind of just like, I mean, I don't know if it's what the definition of a short squeeze looks like. I know that word probably means different, but it looked visually like it was getting squeezed earlier today. It like fell way down on the week, kind of simultaneously with everything else, and then it just went right back up. It looks like it's came down since I saw it, because I kind of saw it right here as it was going back up. And you know, this is that coin that we were looking at for a while on here for about 2 weeks, and we saw it go from like, I don't know, $8 or $9 all the way up to $60. And I'm not saying I was that one. I just got lucky predicting that it would go up, and it actually ended up going up. I didn't really foresee anything crazy going on upgrade wise, or you know, maybe we weren't even reading into that. I just noticed it was going up like every day for like a week, and you know, we just happened to see it on here. So this isn't an indication of it's going to do that same thing. I mean, long term, I think. I mean, it could be even in the short term. I think we could hit all-time highs, but I'm not putting a timeline on that having to be right this second. Although it could be. I mean, we could think of this as kind of this. I mean, some of these coins moved a lot if you look at them, like waves and OMG. You know, they moved quite a bit comparatively to like some of the other parts of the market. So it's kind of looked like Ethereum Classic for a while, and it just went up, and then you know, this jump was just insane right here on waves. I mean, when we were watching it on the channel, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I thought it was done like 3 times, and it just kept on going up, and then it went right back down. Surprisingly enough, we're sitting at like, you know, $2, prices we haven't seen since back in 2020. So after that massive run up to $60, it's collapsed back down. And the whole time that we saw it, I wasn't recommending anybody buy it. I mean, I didn't even say that I owned any. It was just, we were watching it on here for about a week, and we saw it go up, you know, a couple weeks maybe. Maybe it was like 2 or 3 weeks where it went up like 100% here, 200% there. But it went up pretty fast. So yeah, Dino Pond's in the chat, man. Thanks for chilling, man, coming back. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. I like to be in that mode where I feel like I'm moving ahead, you know, getting stuff done. I just haven't felt like that recently, man. I haven't felt like that big push to like that push to, you know, max effort. It's just been kind of, you know, slipping a little bit. So I need to tighten that up a little bit. But yeah, man, how are you doing? How's everything out there? I think you might be the only one in the chat because it says 2 people and I'm here, so I'm on my phone, but that might be somebody else, I'm not sure. So yeah, guys, we'll open up the chat for a little bit. If anybody comes on, I'll leave it on for a little bit. If not, I'll probably take off. I'm just trying to make it consistent, you know, try to be a little bit more consistent with this this live chat, just in case people are coming on to crypto and they're like, wow, finally a place you can actually ask questions and get a legitimate response without having like a biased opinion about something. So that's kind of the idea long term I have for the channel. Other than that, not really any intention by it. I mean, I do got my QR code. I do get payments time to time from somebody, different people in the chat. So I do think it's convenient. I don't know if the channel, if it got to the point where maybe I had like 1,000 people watching it in live, if I could even get away with putting that QR code up there, but we'll see how it goes. If all my videos disappear and I get banned, you know what happened. So you know, these kind of things do happen, unfortunately, but you know, for here I'm now. For now I'm here. Doing good. I saw on Twitter we were like 300 days into this bear market. Yeah, man. I don't know if you have a way to put the video on Twitter. I mean, I'm sure you do. If you could let people know, man, come down to the chat. Just because I got banned from Twitter, bro, and I don't want to go through the hassle of redoing another Twitter. I mean, you know what I mean? But if you could promote this channel, man, you know, that'd be awesome. I'm not saying regularly, maybe just like once. See if we can get any traffic off Twitter. Yeah, I mean, you get banned when you do stuff that you shouldn't do on Twitter, so that's why I got banned, guys, just to let you know. I pretty much cussed and used profanity, and can't do that on Twitter. So yeah, it is what it is. You know, I got banned. I don't want to go on there and try to promote this channel. I don't see the point. There's plenty of people on there. If I could get like one person every couple episodes to promote it, I think that's all it really deserve anyways, to be honest, just because there's, you know, not a big following for this chat at this point. And there likely probably won't be, because I'm not really doing anything to improve it. And if I'm just doing this as kind of a side thing to get on here and learn stuff myself, it's probably going to be kind of just that. Yeah, so appreciate it, Dino Ponds. ℚ𝕠𝕘𝕖𝕣. I think you've been to the chat before, but, you know, introduce yourself. I think you've been here. I just haven't seen you, maybe, or heard, or you haven't been here recently, maybe. But yo, live on Bitcoin Cash, guys. Just feel free to come on down. Support crypto any way you can. Send me a micropayment. I mean, use the Bitcoin Cash network. That's why it's that QR code's up there, guys. You can send me a micropayment. It won't affect your balance at all, basically. And you know, this channel does hopefully grow, guys. I mean, right now I pretty much know most people in the chat, which is pretty cool. I mean, I think that's kind of cool, you know, cool thing that I can do is, you know, talk to fellow people about crypto. And yeah, I mean, you guys teach me a lot of stuff, man. So you know, I appreciate all that. And I probably get just as much out of this chat as hopefully I deliver to you. So that's pretty much the point of this. I mean, it's kind of a give back thing. I'd like to get to a point where, you know, sometimes in this chat there's me talking about stuff, and then there's, you know, a topic in the chat that's actually being followed, and I'm usually watching that topic too. So you know, it's just good we can have like a dialogue and go back and forth on it, and actually feel like our comments actually being reviewed by other peers, rather than just, you know, XRP to the moon, or, you know, just the latest pump of the week. When things really get going, like, people can actually sit there and spectate that might not know anything, and follow a chat and be able to see kind of what could be going on. Yeah, I was on your birthday live stream. I think I've been following you for a year though. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Right on. Yeah, I recognized your screen name. I just didn't know if you know, I just hadn't seen you here in a minute. So yeah, thanks for coming back. Where are you located? You can let us know. That'd be great. I'd like to know kind of where everybody's at. See what kind of time we're bringing people on. So yeah, guys, I mean, it feels great to support one of the best cryptocurrencies in the world. I mean, in my opinion, I think it's probably one of the best things we can do, because our lives are so busy and, you know, caught up with the nonsense of what we think we have to do. And if we can just somehow work in crypto being something that we do no matter what, you know, I think that's pretty big. So, you know, take these chats. You know, when I learn stuff in these chats, I take them into my day-to-day world. You know, any opportunity I get, I try to talk about crypto. I know sometimes you might not feel like talking about it. Sometimes you might not, you know, want to be that person to like start speaking in a conversation, but just go ahead and do it. You don't usually end up regretting doing it. I don't think there's been one time I've regretted talking about crypto with people. And so I mean, it's just one of those things, guys. You gotta do it. I mean, I didn't feel like getting on this chat tonight. You know, some of you in this chat probably, you know, may or may not have wanted to click the button and come in. You know, whether it's the, you know, music or my voice or whatever, not having a good day, whatever. But just one of those things you got to do, man. So, you know, if you're in an opportunity where you can talk about crypto, don't hesitate and worry about, you know, if somebody cuts you off and they think they know everything about it, just let them talk. You know, don't make it a big deal. But you know, you don't have to put max effort into it, but max effort does need to be put into just, you know, going through the motions if you get the opportunity, guys. I mean, please. You need this kind of support. Brady Y says, "What's up, Chad? It's your Canadian bro checking in. Been meaning to ask you what state you're in." Hey, Brady. What part of Canada, bro? Toronto or like Vancouver? So I'm in the sunny state of California. So I'm sitting down here in between San Diego and Los Angeles, to give you an idea geographically where I'm at. It's in between. It's basically referred to as Orange County. It's a bunch of different cities in it, but it's just in between San Diego and LA, La La Land. So it's just in between those two areas, and yeah, that's where I'm at. Toronto. Okay, cool, man. Welcome. It's probably a little later over there, obviously, but glad you can make it to the chat. I'm probably gonna start coming on around, hopefully a little bit earlier, but around that time, if I can do the chat, if I feel like really absolutely that I go through and do it, and I'll try to at least come on here for a bit and see kind of where everybody's at with everything, if there's anything big happening, that kind of thing. Because some days I don't have time to really go through the news shit and actually read through it all. Like when FTX got hacked, it was no big deal to me. I kind of just heard about it later on. Near Oceanside, yeah, a little bit north of Oceanside, Brady. It's probably about 45 minutes north of Oceanside. It's about 45 minutes south of LA. We're talking no traffic. 45 or 50 minutes, south of LA, and I would say probably an hour and a half to San Diego, north San Diego, probably 45 minutes from Oceanside. Can someone speed up first transaction if it makes the second one with higher fees and they both get executed at the same time? I think they're going to be the same fees, honestly. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm not technical savvy here. I'm not going to try to play like I am. So, can someone speed up the first transaction if it makes the second one with higher fees get both executed at the same time? Yeah, I think both the transactions can happen at the same time. I don't think that's going to affect the fee. I mean, the network would have to not be being scaled properly, and the blocks would have to fill up, and miners wouldn't be mining the blocks or something would have to be happening. But again, guys, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to give you the wrong advice, ₚᵣᵢ, but I don't think that would make an issue. I don't know if that answers your question, but I'm trying. If anybody can answer that, yeah, help him out. I tried the best I could. So yeah, I'm a little north of Oceanside, California. I really like Oceanside though, honestly. It's a good area. It's very affordable compared to yeah, thanks. You're welcome, Atag. I think that's how it works, man. I'm not entirely sure if I'm addressing the question 100% properly. But I think, as long as the transactions is not exceeding the blocks being mined, and the throughput of the transactions, and just everything going in and trying to get mined and put on a block, as long as that whole process doesn't get essentially backed up, meaning the blocks are getting full with transactions before the miners can mine the block or whatever. There could be a ton of different reasons that something shouldn't be happening that is. But for the most part, I think the way that Bitcoin Cash is intended to run is we scale with the need. As there's a need, we scale. We don't just endlessly scale, and just fill up with a ton of transactions. They are doing that on BSV, and I do recommend, if you're trying to look into other cryptos, look into some of the stuff BSV is doing, because they are doing that thing where they max out the blocks, put a bunch of junk on the into the transactions and just trying to fill the blocks up, and they're doing all that stuff over there. So it's kind of a different avenue. We're just building the payment system, the original payment system, scaling as enough users start using it. So the block size probably will increase, I would say, in the next year and a half. We'll probably have to. Hopefully we'll be getting enough transactions at that point. I mean, it's going to take one giant wave, but I think at that point we get some massive giant wave. I think the volume will be there to dictate the increase. So yeah. ℚ𝕠𝕘𝕖𝕣, where are you from again? Oh, you're in Australia. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So we're still getting the Australia people coming in. I know Bitcoin Jason comes in here a lot. We don't really, I can't keep track of everybody's time zone, but I'm trying to keep it where everybody can kind of come in that's been coming in. I'll probably try to get on sometimes it might be now, sometimes it might be a little earlier, maybe like an hour earlier, but that's the time I'm gonna try to get in here. I hope that made sense. Really the idea, and I don't know how long you've been into crypto, ℚ𝕠𝕘𝕖𝕣, but basically the reason it's too much to talk about tonight, guys. I don't have it in me. It's already almost 11 o'clock. We'll have to resume that topic. I'm down to keep the chat open a bit, but I can't go into that topic right now. It's too big. It would turn into a 2-hour podcast. So we'll have to, one night I'll go back on the chat when we feel that this is 2 a.m. for us East Enders. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. That's true. You might be staying up late if you want to catch the chat, guys. This is probably the easiest I can get on here. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is probably going to be kind of the time. So we might hopefully get you. If you're on the East Coast and you can't make it, I totally get it. Maybe if you can watch the chat and then we can have follow-up on some of this stuff. That would be great too. It wouldn't be the actual live thing, but everything in this chat, guys, is discussed. It's not like it's just the pump of the week. So I'm not sitting here trying to, I'm showing you former pumps that we watched on here, but it was just for comical stuff. We were never buying any of this stuff. Nobody in the chat was raving about buying it. We were just like, oh, well, there it's going up. We'll see how high it goes up. We kind of just watched it. But nonetheless, guys, on the weekends, I probably can get on here a little bit earlier. Let's see if I can get on I'll try to get on at maybe midnight your time. That would be probably the best I could do. If I can get on a little bit earlier on the weekends, I'll try to. Just because, I don't think there's really another chat like this online. I haven't seen it anywhere, where people are just able to communicate. I used to think BTC was the best, and then I read. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash does start appealing to people once you start actually sending these cryptos to different exchanges for whatever reason, or wallets. And you start seeing the time lag, and you start seeing how much of your money disappears to use the network fee. So, like I said, before Bitcoin Cash, I was using Litecoin. I've said that a few times on here. Litecoin, we were talking about, it's been 30% up for the last week. So no big deal. It doesn't really matter. It could go up 5,000% in the next couple months. And Bitcoin Cash could be right there as well. I've seen this kind of behavior before on a lot of these coins. So some of these coins still slumping a little bit. Solana's down to $13. Chainlink, $6. It doesn't really. QBuy token. Ooh, this one's down. Not for the week. Still up. It's up almost 100% for the week. We're like 60% up here. Which is just crazy when these exchange coins do this, because it just makes no sense. It's like, A lot of these exchanges went down and these other coins went up. I saw something the other day, there's not many exchange coins. I mean, are you kidding me? It's like every exchange has a coin now at this point. I mean, sound the alarms. Those might be the coins to buy, honestly. I'm just not gonna risk it. But like Binance coin, I mean, that's the best performing coin next to Doge, I believe. You know, any of the main ones, I'm sure there's ones that have gone way higher in respects to percentage gains. But yeah, I mean, Binance coin has been really the big winner, even against Core. I'm gonna look at it against ETH. Like I said, guys, I'm just getting on here, so this is just me kind of going through this. Yeah, this is Brian Kanasi. Imagine if Coinbase had a coin. Yeah, I'm sure they probably will soon. I don't see that out of the realm. Something about a tweet about me, man. Thanks. Message retracted. Yeah, put a tweet out, man. Let people know we're on here. I'm just looking at random stuff, guys. So feel free to, let me know. Just looking at little dates and stuff that I think maybe have some kind of something to do with something, but probably is much bigger than I'm thinking. So guys, throw it in the chat. We got a lot of people here, so figure out where you want me to take the chat. I mean, like I said, guys, some of these altcoins have been behaving a little bit strange. So, nothing really new, basically. And these spikes on these altcoins, guys, are at random. I mean, they've been at random for the last year. So I don't really try to anticipate giving these a timeline on when they should go up. I mean, Ethereum Classic's done it twice in the last year. And it's always just like a week's worth, or like 2 weeks of it running up. And like I said, this coin's happened a year. So yeah, guys, drop it in the chat. Hope my small micro transaction went through. Yeah, it did, man. Let me check, but I'm pretty sure it probably did. That's the beauty of this stuff, guys. It's there will be a miner who mines it. Yeah, it came through. It wasn't micro in my eyes of what's micro, but appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate the generosity and keeping the chat kind of fluid. So guys, we're live on Bitcoin Cash. Let us know. We got a great group of people in the chat tonight. So Dino Ponds, yeah, man, thanks for putting a tweet out. I mean, that's great. If we could get people from Twitter. Yeah, guys, so the reason I got Bitcoin SB pulled up here and don't nobody get angry, because I know sometimes people do on the chat. But no need to get angry, guys. I'm just pointing out a little bit of behavior on some of these altcoins. So this ties all into Bitcoin Cash, guys. You best believe this all has more to do with Bitcoin Cash than you could even imagine. And not in the sense of it really having anything to do with Bitcoin Cash for that same reason. So it makes no sense. But anyways, we're looking at it. I'm just looking at this against Ethereum. So, I mean, 100% gain here in May and June. I mean, we're talking just a month of just Ethereum performing bad. So, you know, I compare a lot of these dates, guys, with other coins. This is actually probably a hobby of mine. Just trying to see where the money went, you know, see where it potentially went in that moment. And a lot of times there's no way to tell. I mean, like I said, you know, no correlation here. But nonetheless, we see it on other coins. You know, we see it on these other coins. I think one of the closest, you know, if we're looking at graphs, I guess, that we've seen is Dash. You know, and Dash was a fairly big payment system at one time for where we were at with everything. I just want everybody to keep in mind, Dash was a fairly big payment system for crypto at the time. You know, it was it's a day in the past, but I mean, they're still around. No hard feelings. This thing could easily go to, you know, $3,000-$4,000 USD, no problem. But the reason I'm pointing this out, guys, is because a lot of this stuff seems to be kind of the same, blended in, kind of, per se. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks again. So I think this stuff has a lot more to do as a whole, guys, honestly, right now. Because if we look at these coins back towards 2018, we see some really, really strong similarities on where these coins have been in the last 4 years. So whether or not that'll be like that forever, I don't know. I'd like to think not. I'd like to think we get a little bit, you know, I like to see that the altcoins, most of them, go up above core, because we need to have that push to just wipe out. You know, we might be trying to do that already and have failed. I mean, it might be out of control now, or it's hard to control. We might have a hard time being able to do some of the stuff we've done back here. So I don't know exactly. I mean, I don't want to say it's not possible. I'd like to think we could go on most of the altcoins above core, which would just be fantastic. I mean, it would really wash out the trades. It would wash out the people that were going to sell anyways, and it would look really good and very inviting for people to want to come into crypto. And I think some of the dust would settle all you know, by the time FTX and, you know, all these exchanges and all this stuff is going on. That'll kind of do its own thing in the background. It'll get solved legally, you know, let the legal, whatever they want to do with that. But crypto needs to move on, and that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Is just, you know, these altcoins gotta go to core prices, like way above, like they did back here with like a lot of them. And you know, that way we can really see some of these altcoins and how strong the communities really are. If you had like 50 million now, how would you allocate it into crypto? If I had 50 million, okay. All right, if I had 50 million, I would probably, and let me just tell you why I would do this. I think it's always good to diversify. So I would probably, hey, ₚᵣᵢ, what's going on? I'm good, man. Thank you. So yeah, if I had 50 million, I think you said it was, I'd put half of it into Bitcoin Cash. And I don't mean necessarily just into the cryptocurrency itself. Like I would diversify even that half, that 25 mil, into mining and just improving the ecosystem any way I could. Even if it cost me money and I didn't get anything, even if it came as a loss, like I had to lose, we're not talking the whole 25 mil that I would put into Bitcoin Cash, but if I had to lose like 2 or 3 mil to better the ecosystem, I would figure out really the best way to allocate that 25 million within Bitcoin Cash. I wouldn't just buy $25 million worth of Bitcoin Cash coins. I would buy quite a bit of Bitcoin Cash coins for sure, but I would try to figure out the best way to maybe make that 25 million work for Bitcoin Cash. Like I said, even if I had to lose some of the money to make it work, and probably it would probably cost some money for me just to figure out what the best way to invest that money would be into Bitcoin Cash. Marketing for sure, for sure, like marketing, like all that jazz, oh man, I'm sorry, bro. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, guys, we're all gonna. You gotta just do the best you can every single day. I mean, I'm a firm believer in that, guys. You just got to do the best you can every single day. I mean, there's no other way to live. If you're not doing the best you can every single day, it's okay. All you have to do is, starting right now, is do the best you can every single day. You got to do this, guys. And Tyler, yeah, I mean, our hearts go out to you, man. Yeah, it's the natural process of life is it's hard, guys. So just do the best you can every single second. So yeah, guys, like I said, these prices, they're just prices, guys. Money is not everything. That's why we're in this stuff. Money is not supposed to be for everything. There's always going to be scams. That doesn't justify crypto. There's always going to be people, rich people that are in crypto. That's not going to dictate who owns crypto. So, we got to do the best we can every single day, outside of crypto and in crypto. If this is the best you can do, get into this chat. I applaud you. You got here. Sharing things in the chat. Being there for one another. That's why we're here. And ₚᵢ, I mean, he's here tonight, man. So, we got to, you got to be here when we're, on the good days and the bad days. I mean, that's life, guys. Life is hard. That's what life is. That's basically it. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Doesn't matter if you're, a crypto millionaire. Doesn't matter about any of that stuff. It's literally hard no matter what. There's always something. Always. So, just gotta do the best you can. Yeah, guys, we're going through it. That's the name of the game. We're going through it. So waves, guys. Looks like ℚ up as well. Looks like waves once again going up, guys. I can't believe it. Crazy. So yeah, guys, we are here. We are celebrating our time as best we can, and our fellow brothers in the chat doing the best we can to be a community here. So come on down. We're holding the chat open tonight, and we got people here that are making it to the chat. You know, no matter what happens, they're coming into this chat, and we are here for everybody in the chat. So come on down and you know, introduce yourself if you're new to crypto. If you want to be part of a great crypto community, come on down. And yeah, I mean, waves. I mean, what the heck is going on here? What is this thing doing now? We're going back up to 0.00015. I mean, it's craziness, guys. I don't know. All the way from 0.0012. Insane. These prices keep going, guys. They keep moving forward every single second. They don't ever stop. So don't forget, these crypto prices keep moving. They keep going. I mean, they're going up, guys. We're seeing massive jumps on some of these, so you know, hang on here. It's gonna get rocky. ApeCoin. When garbage is the ones that are up, guys, it's a no man's land out here. I'm letting you know. This is not somewhere Wall Street hangs out or anything like that. They might think they do, but they find out that they don't hang out well in these areas of finance. So we start seeing stuff like ℚ up 5% on core, waves up almost 6% on core. ℚ𝕠𝕚 This coin's always done an interesting pattern on core. I mean, we see it again right here. It's going up. This coin could go up. So yeah, I mean, we've seen it, guys. It's not a, we don't need to, beat it to the ground. But if we get some movement from some of these altcoins, Bitcoin collab, yo, welcome. We get these movements up, guys. So everybody's been saying win. Well, maybe now, maybe these prices will start going up. We've already made it up pretty high, just in the short term here. Upbit, Bittrex, Gate.io, some of these coins on some of these exchanges start moving up, we might see some action. We might actually see some altcoin action. So let's keep our eyes out. I mean, if we start seeing 200, 300 pumps on some of these altcoins, we're seeing some similar patterns that we've seen before. Which means nobody's safe in this stuff, guys. I don't know. Does anybody personally know anybody who's timed the crypto market? Like, personally know them, like, very well, where they've perfectly timed it and they were always waiting to buy at the perfect time? Because I mean, in all reality, you would have thought, I would think most investors would have thought Bitcoin Cash was a good buy at like 200, 240. And it's like, you know, then you're half down from there. I don't know, guys. Throw it in the chat if you agree or not. I'm not sure at this point. Binance holds only like 20,000 BCH in reserves. Okay. I mean, I don't know how much they really hold, man. I mean, there's no telling. Some of these exchanges might hold like loads of BCH, and we don't even know. I mean, seriously, they're able to just get this BCH, and you know, they're definitely in the good zone. I perfectly time the market every day. Okay, man, good for you, bro. That's awesome. You know, we're jealous. You know, I wish I could time the market, guys. But I just prefer not to. It's not worth the risk for me personally to. I don't want to risk my coin not being in Bitcoin Cash. Like, I don't want to have my worth just sitting on the sidelines waiting to go in. Because you'll lose track of it. If you're either in it or you're not, in my opinion. You know, technically, you know, Bitcoin Cash Collab saying DCA a little bit, buy BCH a little every day. You know, you can do your investment thing technically if you're buying it every single day and selling it every single day. But you know, it's so much larger than just like a stock, guys. It's not like a you know, the stock. It's just so it just sits there, and you know, it doesn't have the function to do anything. I mean, it's just the idea. If we really got Bitcoin Cash out there, could be huge. It could be basically the point in time where PayPal, Microsoft, all those people were going to do it, you know, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. I buy, but I never sell. Yeah, I mean, even better. You know, that's what I do, guys. I mean, I do sell it every once in a while. Not gonna lie. But I mean, it's my savings. I mean, if we could get more merchant adoption out here, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. I would spend it every single day without going through, you know, the additional hoops to use it. You know, and I'm just a, you know, normal human being that doesn't want to go through the extra steps to do it. I mean, the people that have made out in crypto have entire islands they can use it at. So they go, you know, and in Asia it's different. It's easier probably to use. I thought it was perfect to buy at 880, 600 USD. I sold my car to buy 2 BCH and then drop it by half. Well, there you go. I mean, I even sold my car to buy 2 BCH and then it dropped by half before skyrocketing to 1600. Well, I hope you had it when it was at 1600. You know, I think, guys, what I'm going to do with crypto is just see how it goes. I mean, I'm not going to try to rush it anymore, guys. There's no point. You know, we're doing a lot. I mean, we're really getting monumental coverage here, guys. I mean, from where we were at on all different cryptos. And on the payment system, there's no better crypto, really. So we got, you know, all these other things going on with crypto, which is great. We're focusing on the payment system on this crypto. It seems to be going really well. I mean, we have St. Kitts already using it. We have places in Australia already using it as an actual currency. So the best parts about it are already being built out, in my opinion. I think Latin America is next. You know, I'd absolutely love to you know, somehow help that out. You know, maybe if it's even just linking up with somebody down there to promote it. $1,600 USD per BCH, and I didn't sell there. Yeah, I mean, is that where it topped out in May? 1,600? I think I saw it higher. I think I saw it closer to 1,700, but I could be wrong, guys. I've seen, I get fixated on all different types of movements in crypto. When Ethereum Classic went up, there's tons of different coins. So it went to 1,600. Okay, maybe I thought I saw it a little bit higher, but maybe 1,600 was it. I think I do remember that. Yeah, it was like 1,597. Yeah, so yeah, it sounds about right. So yeah, guys, that was the recent all-time high. But I don't know, guys. I mean, it seems kind of a bummer that it's gone down this far. But at the same time, given all the carnage that's happened, the fact that it's still at $100, is really, really good. So I really hope that in the short term we can make a massive recovery on core, and from there, whatever. If people want to keep holding, Bitcoin, gold, or whatever, or the digital gold, that's fine. I think somebody was asking me about the digital gold thing the other night. Like, if that needs to happen, fine. Like that's fine. If everybody wants to park their money in something that's just, nobody's using it, that's fine. But we got to take the market cap of core. I think, in my opinion, 100%. Past 100% would be the goal. That would be on the road to major mainstream adoption. That's it. I mean, that's how high it's got to go. It's got to take interest with people to figure out what it is, because if they don't, it's not going to take off. It's going to keep dragging down here, and we're going to have to be waiting to go up with the altcoins. We got to have monumental breakout so people will know what it is. That's really what we got to do. And the whole thing of it is for it to do that, we might all have to sell our coin, and that might not ever happen. So the transactions there's got to be more transactions. I bought BCH at 8,000 back. I bought BCH at 8,000 back in 2000 and still holding that coin. Dude, you bought it at 8,000? What exchange did it go to 8,000? KuCoin? Hey, what's up, Korean Boy Jay? What's good, man? Welcome back. So you bought it at 8,000 in 2017? Yeah, you got to let me know what exchange that was on, because I think that might have been KuCoin. And KuCoin, guys, has pumped Bitcoin Diamond like 17 or like 1,200, 1,700% up. GDAX. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not doubting you, man, that it's on there. I don't think we should doubt him, guys, because I'm telling you, when the fork dropped, it was insane. There were prices all over the place on the fork price. It felt like Bitcoin, and that happened with a lot of the forks too, guys. With Bitcoin Diamond getting pumped like 1,700% on KuCoin, why it was just normal on the other exchanges. I remember that too. It was like just crazy for no reason. Hey, Bitcoin Jason, what's good? So yeah, I mean, every exchange can pump these things. I don't know if it's the same as 2017. I hope not. I mean, I hope that it's a little bit more regulated to the point where we don't have just pump and dumps with people moving their monies to the exchanges, because I think that's basically what happened before. And the exchanges just ended up taking all the coin. A lot of these dinky coins, they just traded on a few exchanges like Bittrex, and then this whole thing happened with Binance.us. So, I mean, it seems like the exchanges kind of changed when all that stuff was going on, right? Back in, 2018, 19 maybe? I don't know. But it seems like, you know, things have turned around for the better. I mean, I know a lot of these people lost money in these couple exchanges, but hopefully it's not like life savings amounts. And you know, there are apparently like pensions and retirements and all these things built into the loss of it. So hopefully those didn't sustain enough loss to cause like detrimental effects to the investment. But you know, I don't think crypto is going to lose its following because of that still. Because crypto has nothing to do with that, honestly. It has nothing to even do that. That whole thing could have happened with just a simple hedge fund. You know, this is like my friend was saying, Enron all over again. So I made an NFT out of GDAX Coinbase statement where it shows I bought at that price, so you can see it happened. I bought BCH at 5,000 and 8,000 on GDAX Coinbase. That was at the fork, I'm assuming, yeah. I always miss a notification from ₚ since there's no Telegram announcement. Yeah, it's all good, man. I don't even plan these. I'm trying to get on here at a certain time, but I'm sure that the more I say that, the less I'll even end up getting on here. So it's weird, man. So 12/20/17, that was the day, guys. If you didn't see it, I just saw it. December 20th, 2017. He's made an NFT out of it, so you can literally, you know, that's a real that's something that's actually used, guys. Made an NFT of a what is it, like the screenshot, and you actually have this stuff recorded, and it's just awesome. Just curious, what made you buy BCH at that time? That's pretty early. I mean, I guess from my perspective, I wanted to buy Bitcoin Cash when it came out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I actually went into some positions in Bitcoin Cash. I had like 3 or 4 of them at one point. And like I said, guys, I wasn't ever a massive big bag holder. I want to be very clear on that. I was never a Bitcoin whale. I'm not divulging anything past that because it would be fake. And so when you get people that have like hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, thousands of Bitcoins, and they get equivalent numbers in thousands and 10,000s and thousands of Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Diamond and every other fork after that, Litecoin and Litecoin Cash. I mean, there's all these different cryptos, right? They're all tied down to one mantra, and that is peer-to-peer cash. Period. It's on all the coins. It's on pretty much every coin before the NFT hype. That was pretty much what they were all trying to do, replicate a payment system. But the ideas behind 98% of them taking all market cap and all that stuff out of the picture and the speculation, that's the small percentage of coins that are probably the only ones worth looking at as that. And if everybody's trying to push that, it just makes sense to focus on that part, right? But I always was into BCH, and after the fork, I was still spending the same on regular buy. Yeah, I mean, when it happened, guys, I mean, the market kind of went south pretty much when that happened. It started kind of going down. I mean, I think there was a few coins that went up after, like Neo and a couple other coins, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure the market started kind of going down after that because it got dropped at it was crazy. Like some exchanges were getting at like $800, and it went down to $300 on Bittrex, and then it went back up to like 4,000 on Bittrex. No, I don't think it went that high. I think it went to like 3,700. I wasn't watching it though the whole time, guys. So, you know, when it hits these highs, it's just on certain exchanges. Some of them aren't even advertising it in their trading as that price. But yeah, we'll definitely hit 8K for sure. I'm not, you know, hitting 8K is not hard, guys. It's not. It's and like I said, if the miners if they would just all switch over for that period, it could easily hit 8K. I mean, it could really blow everybody out of the water. And Bitcoin Core doesn't have to like go down. I mean, if we could just get the support from that coin, we wouldn't even really need to damage. It wouldn't have to be this like you know, this war at this point. Bitcoin Collab says, took me a while to stop buying BTC and only purchasing BCH. Once I started my own Bitcoin Cash hardware devices, I really started to totally understand the importance and advantage of BCH fully. Yeah, I think that's what kind of happened with ATMs, and I think that's why the Bitcoin ATMs never really took off. I mean, to what degree did they take off? Yeah, they might have taken off and sold more, but actually taken off, right? So I think those Bitcoin Cash ATMs are so much cooler. And if they're as cool as they look when you use them, I mean, think about it, guys. We could be getting, it would literally be like a transact. I mean, I don't know what it would do with the fiat. I don't really understand. I guess people would have to buy it only with debit cards. But I know that those ATMs up here in California, they take cash. So, you know, the business owner is fine with cash. So they usually put a pretty hefty fee on it. And I would hope there'd be some kind of regulatory from, you know, rigging that system, even if we had to basically give them the ATM for free. You know, these are ideas that I have. I mean, if Bitcoin could go to, you know, potentially like 20 grand, 25K in the short term, you know, you'd probably have to buy at least 100,000 of these ATMs, and you'd have to get them in central parts of the world, like New York, LA, that kind of thing. So when you have 100,000 machines and you're putting them around a city, you know, that's the idea here, guys. You would probably have to do it to that degree where they would literally be everywhere. And you know, some of them would take a while before they started getting transactions, but you know, at that point, yeah, St. Kitts' ATM is cheaper than buying from the exchange. And there might be some local people there that supports their Bitcoins kind of like in a local Bitcoins marketplace. You know, it could be somebody, multiple people, you know, providing liquidity for the ATMs on St. Kitts. I mean, so there's different economic models behind it. That's great. I mean, St. Kitts is just one prime example. Really small, but shows the massive scale that it could, you know, take place in, which is just really cool. Why does Binance only have 18,249 BCH in their proof of reserves? Does that mean the BCH is stored in self-custody by users? I don't know. I don't know, man. We'd have to look at some data points. I'm not gonna do it tonight. I mean, I if anybody knows, you know, let us know, guys. I'm just not trying to dive into something super deep tonight. I mean, it's already getting kind of late over here, so we'll have to, you know, definitely do that, you know, on another night. I think most Binance has all their coin protected, bro. It's like offline, guarded, insurance policy, everything. They're not fucking around. So until Binance goes down, we don't have any panic, like as crypto people. Like, we shouldn't have any panic, right? Because crypto is, you know, supposed to be, you know, this permissionless money system. So as long as we don't have like all the exchanges going bunk, like some of these have recently, like FTX and stuff, we have nothing to worry about. If Gate.io, if Binance are all operating fine, transactions, withdrawals are fine, you know, there's a fair amount of communication. I mean, look at CZ. He's always communicating, guys. It's like something's something's down, he's the first one to be there like, hey, this is what's going on. So as long as Binance and some of these other exchanges are fine, I don't really foresee anything really bad, because all the bad stuff's kind of pretty much happened already. I mean, there could be more, but if I lived in St. Kitts, I could do so much adoption because it's easier with the ATMs there. Yeah, I mean, the ATM thing is huge. I would, like I said, guys, if my funds would permit, you know, that's something I think that would be really good. I don't know how much the ATMs cost. I mean, I couldn't imagine they're very expensive though, guys, honestly. Because the ATM, the safety on it really wouldn't have to be that strong, honestly. And I mean that because, you know, the people would be taking the money off onto their phone. So there's nothing really stored into it other than a small amount that the owner of the gas station or, you know, 7-Eleven or restaurant or wherever the ATM is can just do it. And they would be able to take it inside the merchant because it would just be right there. They might only have, like, you know, their debit card or credit card on them. You know, they just tap to pay. It does a little QR code. Maybe if it's just for the amount for the bill. Just for the bill, you know, maybe the owner's given, you know, 1% off the bill for using Bitcoin Cash, and, you know, he uses the ATM, and there's a very small fee, which needs to be kind of implemented. I mean, the fees can't be ridiculous for these ATMs. There's got to be, you know, some kind of conscious way to bring these people to let them put the ATM in their business. They can't just charge these crazy fees, because a lot of them are ridiculous. You know, we don't want that on Bitcoin Cash. We need to, you know, keep the idea is the incentive is built when they spend it here, and they would be able to, you know, they'd be very easily buying it there, because it would be advertised basically right when you walk in, and they would save the, you know, the 1% fee or the 1 point whatever fee, as like a rebate type thing. Yeah, the ATMs are awesome, bro. Have you seen them? They're just so cool looking. They look like, it almost excited me as much as like the first iMacs, like the big iMacs. You know how when those came out, they were like, you know, it was like the first real modern, cool looking computer, in my opinion. And I mean, that was a long time ago. I was probably in like the 3rd or 4th grade. But they gave me that kind of vibe. Like they were, and they're very simple to use, guys. Like it's so simple to use. I mean, it wouldn't have to hold that much money. Like the owner could take the money out at the end of the night. It would be very small, because the money is not being held there. It's not being like a, you know, it keeps a small bank if people want to get cash for whatever reason. But the whole idea is to build it into their business. You know, give the incentive to use it, because they're for one, they're going to get a small fee to get it, and then they're also going to be getting that rebate back, so it's going to give them an incentive to spend more, to you know, spend more money, spend more Bitcoin Cash. So you know, plus people that already have it would be able to use it too. I mean, that's the idea here. They give the rebate only initially. That would only have to be a short-term thing, I think. People would be probably using it at that point, to do, you know, they're not going to come in and just like get cash. There's no reason. The whole idea is to keep it, you know, built in. Depends on how long for this day. Government laws here prevent me from having ATMs here. St. Kitts, you can get an apartment for like $1,500 a month. You can get them cheaper, you can get them more expensive, but I would say for like $1,500 or $2,000, they're probably pretty doable. And I would say my standard's, you know, just normal. But I've looked into it. Yeah, so those ATM guys, I mean, they might be coming. They might just be implemented in these little, you know, devices that, you know, are just as easy to kind of commonly use. But I think, you know, the incentives built in, right? It's extremely cheap to use, and the businesses can do whatever they want with the Bitcoin Cash. They can store it. You know, they can store it if they want, and you know, if they have multiple restaurants, they can store it. They can even just store it in one, and you know, have it as an alternate payment device that they actually can track with the other payments coming through. You know, and for about 3 to 6 months, they can get an idea of kind of where they're at with it, what they might want to do with the idea of that payment system at their business. See how it goes. You know, after about 3 to 6 months, they have a pretty good idea of you know, data points on what they can see has happened over that course of time. So you know, that kind of thing. And even if it's something as simple as, you know, holding it, and I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with some of these stable coins, guys, because they've been around, it seems like. I mean, I know that they're having issues or whatever, but like, even if it's just selling it immediately at a conversion and not paying a fee, they could also allocate this money too in a savings account where they automatically take the money out, and then at the end of the month, depending on, you know, how things are at, they can reallocate some of that money maybe to more of the Bitcoin Cash, you know, side of stuff, and kind of long-term kind of see kind of where they're at as a business and be invested in this this stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, you got to think of small business owners, guys, because they will take interest to this stuff. They will, you know, they'll take it, and it's up to them. If, you know, they don't have anybody to answer to, they, you know, if they want to hold it, they can. It's not a big deal. They don't have to immediately transfer it out. That is so much. I pay half that right now, $1,500. LOL, but also I live in the worst studio space, but it's the coolest, richest part of town. It's so great for me. Fuck, man, I keep forgetting where everybody's at. You're in Minneapolis, right? Like I said, bro, you can find them for like $800-900. If you went down there, you probably could find them even cheaper. But they might be, you know, really small spaces. I gotta have at least like 900 square feet, bro, or I feel kind of, you know, claustrophobic. But you know, everybody's got their own, you know, how they wanna live. I have to have a certain amount of space, guys, or I feel, you know, like I'm just claustrophobic in an area. Columbus, Ohio, that's right. Yeah, man, I mean, people all around the world, man, it's crazy. Like, we can literally just come to this chat, guys, and we're anywhere around the world. I mean, we got people all around the world right now, literally. Australia, Columbus, Ohio, Europe. Guys, feel free to come down to the chat. Love to have you out here, and come on down. Got no goal in mind, guys. I'll probably try to take off here probably in like 10 minutes here. Try to keep it open a little bit later. See if get any people coming through here, and probably go on with our time. Bitcoin Collab says, my next door neighbor just moved to Venice Beach. I want to go out there and visit. Yeah, man, you should. Let me know if you ever do that, bro. I'll make time to come up there and take you to lunch. But yeah, you should definitely, if you got money, man, right now is the best time to come, in my opinion. I think it's better to come now than even in the summer. Because in the summer, it's busy, you know, there's all these people down near the beach. In the winter, it's quiet. I mean, it's just people that live here. So in my opinion, it's the better time to go. Probably, plus it's cold where you're at, so you know, nice change of weather. And guys, yeah, I mean, like, there's people all over the world. I mean, Bitcoin Jason's in here from Australia, guys. I mean, it's like summer, it's like hot temperatures down there. So I mean, this whole world is just is so big. It's just crazy. We want to do a BCH meetup when I go out there. Yeah, we can. I mean, I'd love to. I've always thought of doing a meetup at an event already. I always thought that might be a way to do it. Yeah, Bitcoin Jason says do a meetup. Yeah, I mean, that would be great, guys. Like, you know, I would definitely invest money into it if we were to do one out here. But I think if we do it at an event that's already happening, like even if it's something as like a music show or something, or just where we want to be a sponsor to the show, but we're having the meetup there too, and we're front line at the event. That way we're getting new people. Yeah, Bitcoin Jason said it's summer here, guys. So yeah, I was emphasizing how big this world is, guys. I mean, Bitcoin Jason is literally, he's in his warm season. So we're out here in our cold season, people all around the world. You know, it's these little things we forget about, guys. So, you know, stay in tune with your mind and just realize the world's a big place. That is the plan, do a meetup in LA, and I can stay at my friend's house for free and demonstrate our hardware. Yeah, or we could do one down here in Orange County. I mean, LA is probably bigger, yeah, but the thing with Orange County is we could do it in like Huntington Beach or Huntington Beach is really cool now, bro. They redid all of it, so it's like brand new. And I don't know how long your friends lived out here, but yeah, the toilets flush in the opposite direction here too. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about Australia, right? But yeah, Bitcoin collab. So we could do it here because in Orange County, that gives people an opportunity from San Diego to come. That way it's not so far. They don't have to get like a hotel room. They can drive up there for the night and then turn around and go back. If it's like LA to San Diego, it's a little far. So I think being right here smack dab in the middle at like Huntington Beach or, you know, I even maybe know a venue we can do it at. There's like this, there's a couple different venues around here that do at little like drum and bass music or like, you know, even if it's some kind of music get together, a concert or, you know, a rock concert or whatever kind of genre music we have to enter to do it. Even if it's at like a classical music scene, we can maybe front light it and do the meetup there as well. You know, either have it before the event starts and do it that way, because, you know, usually those events get started kind of late at like 11 or 12. But what we do is we do the event before, and you know, it doesn't have to be a bit like anything big. It could just literally be us standing there talking to each other and be like, you know, like, hey, this is what we're doing. Be pretty easy to do. And then, you know, anybody that wanted to come down from LA or San Diego, it's not really that long of a ride. It's like less than an hour from LA and only about an hour, you know, from parts of San Diego. So Mikey's and Oddfellows, yeah, local BCH meetups. Over 40 people showed up. Yeah, that's great, man. I mean, I don't know how big the community is out here in Southern California, guys. It's probably pretty big, I would assume. Bitcoin Jason says collab is true. The toilets flush and drain differently. Yeah, I'll try one more time. What do you guys do for these meetups? Well, for one, I'd like to advertise, guys, big time. You know, I think that's big, is advertising these things. I would really want to see if like we could find a really cool place to do it. Like I said, that's open to us, you know, bring in merchants to spend money in their restaurant or their nightclub. There's like a lot of these events out here that like there's these little cafe and restaurants that they turn into like little nightclubs at night, and I think that would be a great place to do it because you could do it earlier and then sponsor the event after, and I think it'd just be great. So that would be my idea to do it, and then, you know, obviously we'd get a bunch of stuff made. I would say like a big Bitcoin Cash sign and advertise for probably about a week, you know, plus everybody online would obviously advertise, you know, in that respect. But I would actually advertise on the freaking road, bro. Like put these signs up in front of the nightclub, like the day of the week before. You know, find like a big sign near the beach and just put like Bitcoin Cash meetup, free. You know, I would do it free. Like there's no paying to come. 2 local restaurants accept BCH for food and bar accepted BCH for beer and liquor. Yeah, I mean, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. I should have made it. Yeah. Bitcoin Jason says I should have made video on the toilet flushes. Yeah, I'd have been probably a pretty watched video. Yeah, guys, the toilets flush on the opposite side. If you didn't know that, it's kind of hard to think about, but it does happen. Also, we demonstrate my team's Bitcoin Cash hardware, and we had a Bitcoin Cash t-shirt shop. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that, guys. I mean, if you found a cool enough shop owner, I would literally put the sign up like a week. I'm talking like a massive sign. You know, you find out what's the max kind of sign you can advertise in the city that you're going to do it in, but definitely the biggest one possible, just right there in the front lawn. You know, preferably at one of these nice areas where it gets a lot of traffic already, like, you know, Huntington Beach or something like that. And then people from LA, San Diego drive to the meetup, and we do this hardware demonstration, and we sponsor an event. Be a lot of fun if you're serious and would show up. Meetup. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would definitely show up, bro. If it's local here, like, I'll definitely. I'll do it in LA too. I'm not opposed to LA. I just I was kind of thinking about people in San Diego. I mean, it would give them an opportunity, but I guess if they really wanted to drive, they could. But yeah, either way, LA or Orange County, I mean, just give it some thought. I'm definitely down to. I don't have any social media, so I wouldn't be able to support there. But you know, I'd definitely take some personal money to you know, hopefully, you know, spend Bitcoin Cash. You know, hopefully find a way to spend it. That would be comical content. Yeah, guys. So I mean, we're definitely down to do it. I mean, it's definitely in the cards. I mean, it doesn't have to happen at any specific time. It can be next week. It can be next month. I don't know how many people would come out here. I mean, I don't think that other than me advertising to random people that I could really advertise. I just don't have that kind of following. That place is huge. Yeah, I mean, I think I would really like to do it. I have an idea where we could do it at. Yeah, I mean, the beauty with Bitcoin Cash, guys, is like Brian just said, keep up with those restaurants and the bars, see how they're using it. Like, a lot of these places are like mom and pop places, like even here, like these little bars and stuff like that. So like implementing Bitcoin Cash into their business is the easiest thing in the world to do. And a lot of these shop owners don't even know that they want to do it. Like if we did the event out here, you know, obviously I'd probably have a chat with the owner and say, hey, you know, can we actually accept what we're sponsoring in this event here? You know, can we provide, you know, hardware for that, you know, where you can see at the end of the night how much, you know, transactions were done on it. And, you know, he might want to keep doing that at his business. Plus you have all these people that are coming into it. We're sponsoring the event. It's a sponsored event for whoever wants us to sponsor their event. I mean, we don't have to sponsor our own event. We could use a following that's already there, and then more people would come. 2 of my teammates and their friends are in LA, and I know 6 other BCH supporter in LA. So that'd already be 10 BCH supporter in LA. I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to even do it for 10 people, man. Honestly, you know, you want to sponsor the event though after. You know, do an actual event, and people can come to it before, and then I'll stay after and just support the event. If people want to leave, I mean, it's going to turn into like a club scene after, anyways. But you know, hopefully some of those people there for the club scene and the entertainment in Huntington Beach or wherever we do it at, you know, they'll take interest to the big sponsor that's there. You know, we do giveaways, things like that. I know some of these smaller venues out here we could do it at. Oh, and they're independent owners too, so they might be cool just like advertising on the road about it, putting a sign in front of their place. Yeah, I'm all about this kind of stuff, guys. Let me know. But yeah, we got 10 people already. Gonna go. I mean, honestly, guys, you know, these little meetups used to happen a lot more frequently. And they died pretty much on every community. So it's kind of crazy that they just kind of seem to vanish. Like all these communities were doing different meetups like EOS, Neo, and they still do them, guys. They're still out doing them. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, we do these meetups at an event that's already going on, and we get some people that maybe typically wouldn't look at this kind of stuff, be like, well, what is this stuff? You know, talk to the shop owner, see if you'll give some people an incentive to use it. You know, like a whatever. I am getting tired, guys. I'll try to keep this thing open, but it's getting late over here. Yeah, guys, I might have to shut this thing down. Yeah, we'll talk about maybe this upcoming stuff, guys, with the price, and maybe a meetup out here. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to shut the chat down. Appreciate you guys coming out, and yeah, I mean, this meetup out here, I just wonder how many people would show up. I mean, the more the better, right? That Bitcoin Cash. Oh, look at us up. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, we should definitely, if you get out here, man, let me know. We'll definitely do it. I don't think it'd be hard to do it all. It'd be pretty much no effort if you have the Twitter and everything. Just let them know we're out here. Tell them to come up. You know, try to make it a free event. I'll do what I can to make sure it's free. Maybe there's some kind of way we can see how many people would come. See if it's worth it. Usually is, though. Yeah, we need to do meetups, man. See if we can do one out here. Oh. Yeah, bring back some of these meetups, guys. They don't really happen that much anymore. Get the user adoption up. Yeah, I mean, these meetups are a great place to do it. I mean, you're immediately drawing the shop owner into accepting crypto. Jason says get the place on board where you can hold it. Yeah, for sure. And go from there. Yeah, a lot of these places. I mean, I probably could talk to them, especially with me being a realtor. I'm not just somebody randomly like you know, if Bitcoin Collab was here, he'd be like, "Hey, I'm from here, from like Columbus, Ohio," and they'd be like, "What are you doing out here?" So there's just a whole bunch of discussion. So I would probably try to secure a venue. Just tell them, "Hey, you know, see what the different permits for putting the signs and stuff out." Because I'd like to generate some traffic from people driving by. I mean, I don't want it to just be, you know, only online. Like, I want people to see a sign outside that says, you know, stop by. So yeah, guys, we'll do it. Oh, ℚ𝕗𝕘𝕚, yeah. Yeah, BCH and ℚ𝕗𝕚𝕚, yeah. It's all speculation, guys. I mean, we might not even do a Bitcoin meetup. It might take us another 3-4 months. In reality, we could do it as early as like probably next week or 2 weeks. There's always that time problem. Time is not effortless, guys. It's not effortless to just go through time. You one way or another have to go through it. So, you know, we do when we can. We can try to do a meetup out here, get a venue to accept it, that kind of thing, and see how it goes. You know, it's the best we can do. All right, guys, I'm out. Appreciate you guys coming down. Have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're at in the world, and yeah, thanks.